If you have previously watched the Bud on the Dot video, you might have thought about how to get your dog to stay on the dot for longer times. In this video we are going to take a look at how to add endurance and distractions while your dog is on the mat. Tools needed for this exercise: your dog, a bed or a mat, and your dog's dinner. We continue where we left in the Bud on the Dot video. If you need to revisit the Bud on the Dot video, please check the link in the description. Right now I'm reinforcing Akira for staying on the blanket. I will do this just for a little while to remind her what we're doing. The point in this exercise is to add duration to staying on the mat and to add distraction. I like to add in a break or two while doing this exercise, simply to keep the dog engaged. You may have noticed that I have sped up the speed of this video just a little. I did this for your benefit, in order for you to get as much video material in a short amount of time as possible. Here you see I slowly add duration between the treats I hand out. It's not really treats though, it's actually her breakfast. Now I'm beginning to add in distractions. I'm standing up and rewarding her for staying. Again, she stays on the mat. I am not very particular of her staying in a down at the moment, because the goal is for her to simply stay on the mat. You can always increase criteria. You can choose to simply reward only when your dog is lying down on the mat. Don't worry, your dog will offer it if you reward it. Again, I am raising criteria by moving around her. I move around a lot and I make sure to always reward onto the mat. This is to keep my dog engaged in the mat, to help her understand that the mat, that is where the magic happens. Every now and then I still throw in a break to keep her engaged and to keep reminding her that going back to the mat is still rewarding. You can notice now that I am once again increasing criteria by increasing the duration between the rewards. Akira is a little bit frustrated here because where the hell is my rewards? If your dog gets frustrated, it's okay. Take a step back. Decrease the duration between the treats. Raising criteria once again is important for you to take this exercise with you out and about in the world. This time I have moved on out into my garden. There's a lot of distractions out here. We have birds on the other side of the fence. We have people, we have other dogs. However, we are in an enclosed area. This makes the exercise safe. If you move this exercise outside an encased area, please use a leash. Once again, you can see that I start the exercise from the bottom. I reward heavily for just being on the blanket. Once again, I am not particular about her laying down. I am particular about her staying on the blanket. I throw in the occasional break. This is again to keep her engaged. Rewarding is still right onto the blanket. It is not into the dog's mouth. When you have done this exercise inside and help your dog understand that she needs to be on the blanket, it is far easier to increase criteria faster when you move the exercise. You may laugh now as I am beginning to do silly things, but this is actually once again increasing criteria. Notice that Akira is having a really hard time about this. I don't reward her for going to me. It's lovely that she does, but it wasn't the point. I do, however, reward her for returning to the blanket uncued. Once again, if your dog breaks away, come to you, wait. Just wait for her. She will return to the blanket if you keep rewarding that behavior. Adding more distractions to this exercise is simply grabbing your blanket, grab your treats, grab your dogs, go out, get the show on the road. You can do this exercise around playgrounds, soccer fields, anywhere there is activity. In the end, you won't actually need your blanket. You can do this exercise right on the floor. You can see more about relaxing outdoors in the video Coffee Shop in 2 minutes. I will drop a link in the description. Thank you for watching. Happy training.